Hello everyone, welcome to episode 10 of my Let's Build series. I can't believe we're on episode 10! Oh my goodness, already. I am working hard today to get some materials for a project that we are going to work on. We're going to have to get more materials than just this though. I'm working on getting a lot of white concrete. We've got some more to convert, but I'm not going to convert it all unless we need to. We're going to work over by the Guardian farm today, and I want to get things made a lot prettier over there because we're going to be spending quite a lot of time over there getting a lot of prismarine, so I just want it to be pretty. I like the things around me to have a lot of pleasing aesthetics. So we need to go to the mesa to collect some red terracotta, and I'm also going to need some of these lovely yellow flowers. Alright, what else do I have? So I've got glass, I've got lots of white concrete, I've got the yellow flowers. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think we have everything else over there except for the terracotta. So let's go quickly get the terracotta and then we can begin on our project. Off to the mesa we go. Look at our palace in the background. Oh my gosh, that is such a welcome sight to see. It's gonna be so amazing once we get the entire thing built, but we have a lot of work to do before we get to that point. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to work on it though. Let's look again. Oh, it's disappearing into the fog. Just gorgeous. This mesa is incredible, although now that I'm looking at it, I'm realizing there may not be any red dyed terracotta here naturally spawned, so I may actually have to also find some red flowers, but that won't be a problem because there are roses. Over on our island that we're going to be working on, there are actually roses, so we'll be able to dye it fairly easily by just bone mealing those. So let's just get some of this. I don't need very much at all. About 2 stacks, I'm gonna say, is all I need. So I'm just gonna chat with you guys while I get this. If you guys don't know already, I am moving back to the city very soon, which means this episode, as well as 2 or 3 of the episodes after this one, are pre-recorded, and they're gonna be released on a scheduled upload because I won't have very much internet access while I'm moving, and also when you're setting up a new apartment, you have to contact the internet provider and get them to install it and such. So all of that takes a lot of time and setting up appointments, and there's so much. Having an apartment is so much, but it's also going to be incredible, and it's going to give me so much more opportunity to actually work at the things that I want to. So expect some scheduled uploads, some pre-recorded videos, but I'm still going to be reading all the comments all the time, of course. I can do that on just my cell phone, so that's not a big deal. I will be still listening to your feedback, but I'm going to just try to do a few smaller projects while I'm pre-recording so that you guys can still have a lot of input on the palace and such. Definitely want to get your feedback before I do too much. Alright. That's 2 stacks in a bit. That's definitely going to be enough. Let me just finish off this last stack. Today, I actually just got back from a kayaking trip, which was absolutely so incredible. It just makes me so happy to go kayaking. I went with my dad, and it was so relaxing. Sometimes you just feel like you need to get away from the internet. And yesterday, I had such a hard time online. For some reason, I was just getting so many weird messages and comments, and I was just so done with it. I was feeling exhausted. So I was very relieved when my dad asked if I wanted to go kayaking. It was so much fun. We went out on this little pond, we took a picnic lunch, and we ate on the beach. Had a little fire to boil some water for tea. Just sat on the rocks and ate with all of the birds chirping around us and the squirrels. It was so fantastic. I love going kayaking and also hiking through the woods. It's such an inspirational thing to do, and I think it gives me a lot of my artistic inspiration, even just being in the forest. I love building natural things and using that in all of my art, so it's just so incredible to get out there again. It's one of the biggest things I miss when I'm in the city, and that is unfortunately probably the last time I'm going to get out there before I move, so it's a little sad, but it's bittersweet because it was an incredible day. There's our palace coming out on the horizon. Look at that coming out of the fog. It's not even built yet. It's just a frame, and I'm already so excited for it. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so fun to build. I'm genuinely so excited to be building in survival. There's something about it that's just different from creative. Like, it's the same process, I'm using the same process, but it's so much more immersive and just motivating to be building up this world with you guys. Something about it. It's incredible. Anyways, I want to stop off here real fast and just see if I have any red, because I think I have a lot of red flowers in here. And I'll use the roses for decoration. Also, if I don't, then I have to get bone meal for the roses. Anyways, oh, I actually do. I have tons. Oh my gosh. Probably more than I need. Well, maybe not more than I need, but I've got a lot. Alright, let me get the rest of it. I don't need these poppies for anything, and if we have an iron farm, we'll eventually have way more poppies than we need. Yeah, so that should be good. We still have that. I can actually just grab a little bit of bone meal. And if we need any extra, we'll get some off of the roses. I think that's all we need. So we have glass. Yeah, I'll bring a little bit more glass out there, just because I'm going to need some for the project after this. So let's transport it now, but otherwise, I think we're good. Yeah, that should be okay. I do need to bring this. This is going to be for the storage sorting system that's out there. I'll come back for it. It's not a big deal. We do need to get some sort of faster way to get to the Guardian Farm, though. Some of you suggested an underwater tunnel. And I think an underwater tunnel is a fantastic idea. Something like the one that's behind me right now, except way, way longer because it has to go all the way out there. But a nether tunnel would also be way faster. So we may do a nether tunnel for now and then build the underwater tunnel when we have tons of supplies to go around. But anyways, lots of good ideas happening. Let's get over to the island. Alright, so on the horizon here, we can now see the island that we're going to be working with coming into view. Our Guardian Farm is just beyond it, and this is where I've been spending a lot of my time. We also spent quite a lot of time here when we were working on the Guardian Farm. Well, I did. I kind of let you guys skip through a lot of the painful parts, but I want to dress up this island. This is a super cute island. We spend a lot of time here. Our source of prismarine is here, which is like incredibly important. So I think making this island look nice and pretty would be very much to our benefit. So what do we have in these chests right here? Goodness me, I've got so much material spread out everywhere. All right, I'll just put that in there, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll put my bed down, probably. Ah, where'd my bed go? Oh. I'm blind. There we go. Okay, so step 1 of this island is going to be chopping down all of this wood. Which should be super simple because we're actually going to use this wood in the build, which is why I didn't bring any, because I knew I had these lovely trees out here. Alright, I think the next step, now that these trees are down and the leaves are despawning, is just going to be terraforming this a little bit. I actually want to flatten it out just slightly, I think. So yeah, I want to add in more of these beaches all the way around and just flatten it slightly. I'm going to round out this one. This will be the top layer right here. All right, on this point right here, we'll curve this in just slightly like so. And I'll add some beach down here. This shovel is actually too fast. Oh my goodness. Oh, didn't mean to break that one. There we go. There. Oh, it's so fast. All right. And curve this in. There we are. Alright, we'll curve it a little bit more right here. Okay, that should be good. I like that. Now, our structure is going to be probably more towards this end because I want to have... Okay, I want to have some wharves over here. So this will have wharves and a little path that will kind of wind up around some palm trees. And then right here, we're going to be building a lighthouse. And the lighthouse will act as sort of a tower or beacon. So when we're coming at it from this way, it's the first thing we see. It's big and tall and beautiful. And hopefully my plan works. Hopefully this will look good. No, I think I want to have it in one more. Let me do it this way. So I've got to get the base structure right. So something like this. Right here. And then in and break the corner. And 3 right here. I think that'll be an okay size base. Oops, I keep misplacing. Yeah, alright, there's our basic circle. This is gonna be a big tower if we do it this large. Let me think about this. Yeah, this is definitely the minimum size that I want to do. I don't want to go any smaller. It gets too awkward when we go smaller. I definitely want to leave these roses here as well. I think they are gorgeous. Like a rosy island almost. It's the only island around here that I've seen that has these roses. That's super cute. Okay, so building this up. Ah, this might take more concrete than I thought. However, concrete is actually extremely easy to get. Is it weird? I thought resource gathering was going to be so hard. Everyone was like, this is awful. You're not going to like it. You're a creative builder. You get resources for free all the time. It takes so many resources. I haven't really had any issues yet. I really like resource gathering. Like, personally, for me, it's very, very stress relieving. I just do it in my free time when I want to sit down at my computer and play some Minecraft. I just get on and chop down some trees, get some concrete, go get some sand, start smelting glass for no reason. I don't even have a project in mind most of the time. I'm just like, I'll just get it. Then I won't need it later. And that is working out very well so far. Alright, so we're not going to get our red in on this base layer. Let's... Oh dear. Alright, this has got to go. That's got to go. That's... Yep, that's fine. Okay. Don't need crafting table. Don't need that. Okay, now. Dark oak log. I need a lot of slabs for this. So this will provide us with a lot of contrast, hopefully. I use the word contrast quite a lot in builds, but we're doing something white and red. These colors go together very well, and then we need something dark to balance out the white and really kind of bounce off it, make it look super duper structural. Good, hopefully that plan works. I'll actually get some dirt for scaffolding. I should have probably held on to that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, back up here. Now, I kind of want to do something like this. Ooh, is that bad? I think that could be fine. And then we'll do one more up past this so it's not too awkward. Okay, and then we don't do here. We just do a layer on each of these 3 bits. I'm trying to get some type of organic kind of cylindrical shape going here. Not sure if it's gonna work. Oh yeah, that's nice. So then in right here, oh dear, I can't, if I'm being honest, I can't see my hotbar right now. For some reason, the way my computer has gone full screen is not actually full screen. So I can see like OBS and Audacity and Discord and Google Chrome, Photoshop. I can see them all on the bottom and I can't see my hotbar. It's just really annoying, but I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to cut. I want this to be a one take. This is a one take recording. Alright, so on this layer, we're going to mark out kind of the border. And this border will be the divide between the area that has the red stripes and the area that does not. So let's get this in place. Oh, it's so awkward to build from this height. There we go. Ah, I fell. Ah, this terraforming. Alright, and right. Oh no, not right there at all. It's so hard to see on the concrete. It's textureless. There we go. Yeah, something like that. We'll stick it off right there too. That looks kind of funny. Alright, let's drag that out. I mean, why not? Yeah, that actually looks good like that. Okay, let's do that all the way around. Okay, there's that. This is our doorway to come in. I'm just gonna make a staircase because we are gonna need it. Goodness knows we fall down a lot. Alright, there we go. And now begins the shaping. Now this is gonna be super challenging because we can't fly, which is hard. Okay, so we need to basically shape this up and at the same time somehow get a stripe in. And maybe it'll be easier to put the stripe in after. Will it be easier to put the stripe in after or before? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I should go easier on this though. There we go. So let's do that on each side. So we want to shape it up and not have too many of these square edges. So every edge is nice and rounded and smooth. Just makes sense, hopefully. So I want this to be nice and tall. We'll probably have a window in here, I'm thinking. Maybe. So taller again. Yep, there we go. Let's do that on this side. I think this is good. I don't think this is wasting too many materials. And one more up. There we go. So that should give us a nice curvy shape. Let's go down and look at that. Yeah, that's curving in nicely. So it's going to curve in and then go straight up and then curve out. So we're trying to get a nice curve on each of these edges. Just a slight one. We still want to have some interior space. So we don't need a lot. This lighthouse is also going to be the entrance to that. So we're going to have a tunnel from the lighthouse going down and going over to there. By the way, look at it. It's raining guardians over there. I should put a roof on that and just see how much more efficient it would get. I think it would be hilarious. Alright, so now we have to go in again. Let me actually get some dirt. I'm going to go all the way around this edge with some dirt so that I'm not wasting any concrete in these blocks. So I think this circle here with 3 and then, oh dear, and then 1 and then 3 and then 1 all the way around. I think that's going to be, this is our thinnest point right here. Let's jump down and just confirm that. Gotta get a good look at everything. Yeah, that looks like an egg. That looks exactly like an egg. Let's keep going so it doesn't look like an egg. I only have 13 concrete. Okay, I can resolve this. Okay, this is pretty cool. Let's go down and see what this looks like. I think it's gonna be fine. Let's jump into the water. Whew. It gets deep off this island fast. I don't think we're gonna have much in terms of beaches. Ooh, that's not a bad shape. I think it needs to be shaven down a little bit in spots, and also this right here needs to be extended up a little bit. I think that's the issue. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's go do that right now and see if that makes it any better. Nope, didn't mean that. Ah, need to go a little smidgen higher. And just up like that. Yeah, I think that'll help quite considerably. Let's do this all the way around. It's amazing the difference that 2 blocks can make to a shape. Like, you wouldn't think that would make any difference whatsoever, but it really does. Yeah, that made a really big difference. I like that a lot. I think we need to go higher, though. Yeah, that's a short lighthouse right now. We can't have short and stubby lighthouses. That makes them look way derpier. I think it's better to go too tall on a lighthouse than too short. In my opinion, anyways. I'm not a big fan of the short and stubby lighthouses. That doesn't make any sense to me. Especially since the purpose of this is to be a little bit of a beacon so that we can see it from a distance and know that we are approaching our island. Alright, I think I've got the right height now. So once we're at the right height, all we're going to do is pop out the edges like this. I'm going to do it now and then step back and look at how this looks from the bottom. Woo! That's such a fun jump. I definitely want to have a staircase going up there so I can do that jump consistently. Oh, that looks all right. Let's get a look from a distance. I think it's time to get in the boat. What is that fish doing above water? Fish? There you go. Go below. Ooh, yeah, that's a good height. It could go taller though. It wouldn't look bad if it was taller. Let me just get further away. Yeah. No, that's nice. Alright, so the stripe is going to sort of start where this line is. I'm probably going to need dirt scaffolding quite heavily here. Okay, so it's going to start kind of in here. And it's going to be 2 blocks like that. Maybe even 3 thick. So then 3 thick here, and then we go right here to do the next 3. This is going to be tricky to figure our way around these shapes. Yeah, I think 3. I think 3 will work. And then we go out 2. So we go out 2 and up 3. Up 3. Okay, and then we've done our 2, so now I'm going to go up again. 3, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Is this confusing? Let me explain it better, right? So we've got 3 blocks on each one. This one's not 3 because it's kind of like blending down into this wood decoration. So we've got 3 up and then 2 across at each panel. So 2 across, 3 up. Little 2x3 panels going all the way up here. And then that should make for a nice smooth transition. So we've got the 2 there. And now we're going to do 3 right here. I'm going to make sure I'm getting all of this concrete back if I can. 1, 2, 3 right here. Okay, and I need some dirt scaffolding again, please. Alright, so we've done 2. So now we go across 2 and up 3. Make sure if you're doing this yourself, you don't get tricked by these little tricky areas that kind of bend inwards. Up close, they look kind of silly and maybe look like they're not quite as stripy as they should be, but they are. Trust me, from a distance, it looks perfectly fine. Now, this corner is something that is tricky because we need to go up here. So we went 2, so we can't color this one. So we've got to go up 3 right here, which is a little bit awkward, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go inside like that. Yeah, but this will look fine from a distance. I'm confident in that. So then when we come back over here, it makes more sense again. And now we go up. So up into these 3, and now we're in that straight part, so this should be super smooth sailing from here on out. Alright, I've actually run out of dirt, which I didn't expect to happen, so I've got to go down and get some more, but I'm actually just going to take down my scaffolding as I go, pick up the white concrete so that we can get a good look at what I've done so far. I think it's important to step back quite often and look at what you're doing, especially in survival mode, because I don't want to make any mistakes. That will probably cost me a lot of time. So, the big reveal, what's it look like? Oh, yes. That is so wonderful to see those stripes coming together. I'm so in love. Okay, gotta make sure there's no concrete in here, which of course there is. I've got to pick it all up. It's precious. Concrete is precious. Alright, there we go. I think that's as high as I'm going to take that red stripe for right now, because we're getting up into this zone. I could do one more. I'll do one more. And then that's the last one I can do in full, so it's the last one I'm going to do until I do some more building. But I could do some more building right now while I'm up here, probably. I don't think that'll hurt. So, it's gotta come outwards next. And these 2 blocks are outwards from the middle. It's just a question of whether or not we want to keep it out like that. Yeah, I think we go up like this, at least for 1 block around. And then we'll come out again. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do out now in these corners here. A block there. Then we'll build off of this 1 central block. This is actually coming together. I'm kind of surprised at this. We're so high up right now. Like, this is actually working. It's a real lighthouse. Alright, I'm gonna hop down and get a look at that shape up on the top. So it's not gonna come out at the top as wide as it is on the bottom, but just to give a little shape. Yeah! That's exactly what I was going for. It needs to be just like 2 or 3 blocks taller, and then it'll be perfect. Alright, so next I'm going to start making some of my detail blocks, which are, of course, this dark oak that I picked out earlier. I'm gonna make some stairs in it, and also get ready for our glass. Oh, now I think I'm gonna have some prismarine at the top as well, because this marks out, of course. Our prismarine supply is coming from here, so we've kind of got to mark that out. And I think I know how I want to do that. I'll take some of the bricks as well. Maybe I should also take a crafting table. I thought I had one. Ah, yes, there we go. Now I have one. What else? Sea lanterns. We need sea lanterns really badly. I can go down here and actually get some sea lanterns real fast. While I'm down here, I'm also just going to make this an auto kill system. Because I didn't have it on auto kill, and they kind of need to die. There we go. Our chests are filling up so incredibly fast, though. Like, it's a lot. It's so much. Sea lanterns, 11 should be more than enough. I think that's fine. Oh my gosh, the prismarine. There's so much prismarine. I'll take the rest of the dark oak as well. Oh, and by the way, there's an enchanting setup over here. Some of you suggested that I should have an enchanting setup over here. I do. I just hadn't shown you guys yet. It's great to have one over here where our levels actually are. It makes things way more efficient. And of course, our enchantment tower is still back at home when we need enchantments while we are there. We'll soon set this room up, by the way. Just focusing on the island a little first, because you guys know how I am. I have to build before I do anything functional. We can't just have function. We must also have beauty. Okay, so the reason I brought those yellow flowers earlier is to actually dye some glass. Want some yellow glass. So how much yellow dye? I'll just make it all yellow. Yep, that is more than enough because I'm gonna turn it into these. Oh my gosh, that's so many. I'll just do a full stack, but I don't need a full stack. We're gonna have extra yellow glass, and that is a-okay with me. So basically, instead of using glowstone, I'm going to use these sea lanterns because we've got tons of them. And I'm going to use these yellow glass panes to help it kind of give the illusion that it has this golden, glowing light come from it. Hopefully it'll do the job that I'm wanting. So next comes the holder for the light. So I think the holder for the light is going to come on the outer edge of this prismarine here. Which means the staircase I built is useless. That's fine. I'll just find another way up. Actually, I can just move some of the prismarine in here and find a way up. Alright. So that in like that, and then we're going to get our changing color prismarine. This is my favorite one. I love just the plain prismarine. It's the cheapest to make, and in my opinion, it's the prettiest. I just adore it. So this is what's going to hold up our lights at the top. And around the upper edge of this, we are also going to need that dark border again. I think slabs. I think I'm just going to keep going with these slabs. That'll work. And if we don't like it when we jump back down, we can always change it. Although I will say, okay, I have lots. Goodness, not being able to see my hotbar is becoming quite a challenge. Yeah, oh my gosh, it looks wonderful. I love that. We need to finish off the stripe. We've got to get the rest of the details going around here, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? I like it. I actually think the light at the top needs to be larger. That might be my only thing. I think I'm going to fix that, make it larger so it's the same size as that prismarine ledge there. And then I think we can pretty much call this done. Wow. Making so much progress today. Alright, so I've made the top a little bit larger as I wanted to, and I absolutely love that prismarine accent we've got there. So now we just have a couple more details to add in order to finish up this lighthouse. We've got to finish the red stripe that's going up. We need to fix up these details down here a little bit. We also need to add doors and windows. Well, one door and several windows. For the door, I think I'm just going to go with some dark oak. I think that'll fit in quite nicely. Let's see here. Oop, I'm falling. There we go. That should do quite nicely. And now maybe around the door we can do some sort of decoration to sort of, I don't know, say that it's a doorway. Like maybe something like this just on the door so that it, I don't know, it's accented a little bit. That just makes sense to me somehow. Alright, and some slabs. Yeah, something along those lines should work just fine. Maybe up a little higher here as well. That way we can go across. Yeah. There we go. That's not bad. And now we need to thicken this up along here too. How do I want to do this? Probably something right there. And there. Let's see if I could do that. Yeah. Okay. I can't pick that up, but that kind of thickens up that line a little bit. And I kind of like that detail. Alright, another thing that I want to worry about is spawning. So these spaces here that it curves out are actually spawnable spaces. Now I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think if you put buttons on those, it actually, I think if you put buttons on those little spaces, things will not be able to spawn there anymore. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do I have any wood that I want to use for this? Probably birchwood. I think birchwood will create the right buttons. Yeah. 28. I don't know if 28 is going to be enough. I'll bring extra birchwood just in case. So I want to cover each of these spots in a little dot button just to make sure that nothing spawns, just to be safe. And if it doesn't work, we will figure something else out. But I think I saw somewhere that this works. My god, there's a lot of guardians. They get all kind of trapped right there. I may have to adjust this farm a little bit because I think that's hurting the efficiency just slightly. It's doing so well though. I'm so proud of it. All right, that's one. Maybe just do two at two and then one more. We'll do 3. So I left a 2 block gap and then 2. There we go. That is perfect spacing as well. Yes. It always is so satisfying when that just works out on its own. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, now on the inside, we're just gonna get some glass on those. Probably glass panes, honestly. And I'm just gonna use clear. Should I just use clear? No, let's use white. I like white glass. I think it looks fantastic. So we can make a whole bunch of it here. A full stack of white panes. That's probably a little bit excess. I need to get, gosh, my inventory. This is a special kind of mess. All right. Actually, another thing that I kind of want to do is make some trap doors. Some of these as like window panes. I think they would look fantastic as window panes. That's only 10. I don't need a lot more than 10 if I want to do this. Maybe I should test out the waters first and see how it looks. Ooh, already from here I can tell that those trapdoors add quite a lot to the sides. That just adds so much. I think it might be a little bit on the repetitive side. I think maybe for this bottom one we can cut them off, but for that straight part, that just adds so much detail. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with that. Okay, I'm gonna go up and probably do the rest of them on the inside if I can. If I can just tell where they are based on the ones that we already have in place. Let's see, like right here. Oh, nope, not right there. Not right there. Yeah, right here is one. And right here, right? Yep, there. So I can get these all in place, and then I'll do the trapdoors on the outside afterward. All right, and there we have it. The lighthouse is pretty much complete. There's still a few little things that we can add throughout. The interior isn't done, but the bulk of the building really is done now that we've got that shape and the main part of the top detail in. I'm so happy with it. It's definitely going to be adding a lot to this island. And in the next episode, we are going to be doing the interior, which means a pathway from this lighthouse into our Guardian Farm collection room. I'm super excited to work on that. Anyways, let's move on to today's comment of the day. Alright, today's comment of the day comes from Jace Barlow, who says, well, I'm going to summarize. Basically, they're talking about placing a conduit under the sea and building something nice around the conduit to make it look very pretty. And we are going to be building a conduit in our base very soon. Obviously, we're working out here right now, so we don't need one out here, but our base will desperately need one once we start building underwater. So I was wondering what ideas you guys had for conduit. Jace has some great ideas here. I also had a couple ideas. One was related to a tree and some tree roots, and the other was related to a mermaid. So I want to see what you guys think of conduit designs. I've seen a lot online, but I know that you guys are just filled with ideas, so I want to hear what you've got in mind. Anyways, that is all for me for this episode. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of our Lighthouse Island, and we are going to be doing even more work out here on the next episode to get this island all beautified. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!